I'm Margaret Chen, 82 years old. I received a phone call from someone claiming to be my grandson, saying he was in jail and needed $10,000 immediately for bail. In my panic, I sent the money. When I realized I'd been scammed, my family told me to just accept the loss. These criminals never get caught. But I'm a retired private investigator who spent 40 years tracking people down. This is how I found the scammers and got every penny back. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you never miss revenge stories like this. My name is Margaret Chen, and I'm 82 years old. I live alone in Portland, Oregon. My husband died 3 years ago, and my grandson Tommy lives across the country in college. One Tuesday afternoon, my phone rang. The voice sounded panicked, young, scared. Grandma, it's Tommy. I'm in so much trouble. My heart stopped. Tommy? What's wrong? Grandma, I was in a car accident. Someone got hurt. The police arrested me. I need bail money right now or I'll stay in jail. Please, you can't tell Mom and Dad, they'll kill me. I need $10,000 for bail. I was terrified. My grandson in jail? Hurt? Scared? Tommy, how do I send the money? There's a bail bondsman here. His name is Officer Martinez. He'll tell you how to send it. Here, I'm putting him on. Another voice came on, deeper, authoritative, official sounding. Ma'am, this is Officer Martinez with the county jail. Your grandson is being held on $10,000 bail. To expedite release, we need you to purchase gift cards and read us the numbers. This is standard procedure. I should have known this was a scam. But I was panicked, scared for my grandson. I drove to Walgreens, bought $10,000 in gift cards, and read every number to Officer Martinez over the phone. Your grandson will be released within the hour, ma'am. Thank you for your cooperation. 2 hours later, I called my daughter to check on Tommy. Mom, what are you talking about? Tommy's fine. He's in class right now. He hasn't been arrested. That's when I realized I'd been scammed. $10,000 gone. I called the police immediately. They were sympathetic but pessimistic. Ma'am, these scammers operate internationally. They use untraceable methods. The gift cards are already sold and converted to cash. I'm sorry, but the chances of recovering your money are virtually zero. My daughter said the same thing. Mom, I know it's terrible, but you have to accept the loss. These criminals never get caught. At least you're safe. My friends at the senior center all had similar stories. Lost thousands to scams, never recovered anything, just had to move on. Everyone told me to give up. But they forgot something important about me. Before I retired at 70, I was a private investigator for 40 years. I tracked down missing persons, located fraudsters, found people who didn't want to be found. I wasn't going to just accept the loss. I started documenting everything. The phone number that called me, spoofed, but I noted it. The exact time of the call, the voice characteristics, the script they used, the Walgreens location where I bought the gift cards. I contacted Walgreens corporate security. I'm a former private investigator. I was scammed into buying $10,000 in gift cards at your location. I need to review security footage. They initially refused, citing privacy policies. I was persistent. I'm 82 years old. I lost $10,000. You have footage of the transaction. Help me or I'll contact every news station in Portland about how Walgreens won't help elderly scam victims. They agreed. The security footage showed me buying the cards, but more importantly, it showed me reading the numbers on my phone. I could see the phone screen. I used video enhancement software, from my PI days, to read the callback number I dialed. That callback number led to a burner phone, but burner phones have to be purchased somewhere. I contacted the carrier and, using my old law enforcement connections, traced the purchase to a convenience store in Miami, Florida. I flew to Miami. At 82, I probably looked like a confused tourist in Miami. That was my advantage. Nobody expects an elderly woman to be a private investigator tracking scammers. I visited the convenience store where the burner phone was purchased. The clerk didn't remember the transaction, but security footage showed a young man, mid-20s, buying multiple burner phones with cash. I took screenshots. I spent 3 days sitting in that store's parking lot, watching. On day 3, the same young man came back to buy more burner phones. I followed him. He drove to an apartment complex. I watched him go inside. I called my former colleague, a retired FBI agent named Robert who now lived in Miami. Robert, I need help. I tracked down the scammers who stole $10,000 from me. Margaret, you did what? You're 82. Robert, I'm also a private investigator with 40 years of experience. Are you going to help me or not? Robert contacted his former colleagues at the FBI. Within 2 days, federal agents raided the apartment. The FBI found a complete scam operation. 5 people, all in their 20s, running phone scams targeting elderly people nationwide. They'd stolen over $2 million from hundreds of victims. The agents found detailed victim lists, scripts, recorded phone calls, and most importantly, financial records showing where all the money went. The scammers had been operating for 18 months. I was victim number 347. Federal prosecutors charged all 5 with wire fraud, conspiracy, and elder abuse. The evidence was overwhelming. The lead scammer's lawyer tried to argue that elderly people should know better than to fall for these scams. That argument died when prosecutors presented me as a witness. I'm Margaret Chen, 82 years old and a retired private investigator. I have 40 years of experience finding people. These scammers thought targeting an elderly woman would be easy. I tracked them from Portland to Miami, identified their operation, and handed the FBI everything they needed for conviction. Yes, I fell for the scam initially, but I also caught them. The jury convicted all 5 scammers. The judge sentenced the ringleader to 8 years in federal prison. The others got sentences ranging from 3 to 6 years. The FBI recovered approximately $1.3 million in assets from the scam operation. I received full restitution of my $10,000, plus damages. So did 200 other victims. I'm now 82 years old, living back in Portland. I volunteer with the FBI as a consultant, teaching elderly people how to recognize phone scams and what to do if they're victimized. Most scammers target elderly people because they think we're easy victims, confused, trusting, unable to fight back, I tell audiences. But some of us have professional skills. I'm 82, but I'm also a private investigator who spent 40 years finding people. The scammers who stole from me learned that age doesn't erase expertise. My story went viral. News outlets covered the 82-year-old PI who flew to Miami to catch phone scammers. The FBI used my case as a training example. My daughter apologized for telling me to give up. Mom, I should have known better. You never give up on anything. The scammers who targeted me thought an elderly widow would be helpless. They learned that this particular elderly widow had skills they never imagined. I may be 82, but 40 years as a private investigator doesn't just disappear. When someone steals from you, you can either accept it or you can track them down. I chose to track them down.